Good morning, Anke.
Good morning,
Nice,
Maria.
nice to see you here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for being asked for that. I'm really enjoying that. Thank you.
And well, a warm good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever is listening to our recording, and welcome to our EQ talk today. My name is Maria Olsson. I'm the EQBIS Corporate Manager Europe for 6 Seconds. And it's my pleasure to welcome here Anke, who is the EQBIS Consultant Germany for 6 Seconds. Thank you, Anke, for your time. It's my pleasure to have this chat with you that we've been planning, and finally we made it. For the ones who are listening first time to our EQ talk, a couple of words about 6 Seconds and EQBIS. 6 Seconds is the first and largest emotional intelligence network operating in over 150 countries around the globe. And EQBIS is the division of 6 Seconds with a specific focus on business. It's been since 2005 that 6 Seconds and EQBIS are collaborating with organizations around the world and have developed a robust approach to support and respond to organizational needs in order to support them the best possible way with emotional intelligence. In short, in order to reach bottom line results with whatever it's included in there. So Anke, that quote, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast," quote by Peter Drucker, consultant, famous consultant, and also writer. Hearing that quote and considering your over 28 years of experience in the corporate field, various roles on a global level, what made you interested in the topic emotional intelligence?
You know, Maria, EQ is really close to my heart. In my many years, my professional career, I experienced both sides. Either people have fun working and growing, or they are complaining about their job. Even in my friendships, which is from individual contributor over manager and executive level, they all complain about being stressed, having too many meetings, feeling not valued, but usually nobody knows how to change it. And here EQ comes to work, really. And when you think about what motivates people to change, to make a change, to learn, to really have a better life, usually they are motivated to work on their private relationships. The work environment, they don't care. They just, but let's make a simple calculation. So people spend working in a week about 40, more often to 60 hours. In our private life, when both partners are working, you meet each other maybe for 4 hours in the evening, which is on a working week, 20 hours and plus the weekend. So isn't it worth also working on the professional side of your relationships? And here comes EQ again to the big play, to the big game. I personally had the experience many years ago that I got a comment in a performance review, Anke, you are too emotional. I answered, you mean I'm passionate about my work. Or another topic, maybe in the performance review, we don't need to care about what you are good in. So let's focus on your failures and weaknesses. And that was a big, big wake up for myself, focusing more in my future roles in the company, really on helping people and managers and teams to be more effective in the HR environment. Also being reaching their goals, mainly the topics hindering them doing that and moving forward was led by less motivation, teamwork, execution of the job, and the ability to embrace change, which is a big topic for people because we love the routine. And of course, the trust in themselves. What are my skills? Where I'm good for? And also the trust in my manager, the colleagues, and the company. So, as a professional business consultant and coach, I can play here a really big role, and using the competencies of EQ, help companies to be or create a healthier work environment. And maybe then people wake up in the morning and enjoy and look forward to the day instead of.
Wow. Lots of insights, Anke. Well, you being in Germany, being German, being located in Germany, what would you say are main challenges these days that companies in Germany are facing, and how can EQ be the answer for them?
You know, I believe in Germany, many, not only in Germany, but we are focusing here on Germany. I would say employee engagement, which is pure motivation, how you do your job and how far you go. And this is a big challenge in Germany, which is connected, of course, to retention. And the understanding is at work, you need to be professional. So please leave your emotions at home. We can't do that. Everybody knows it, how you feel. EQ can help leaders and managers in Germany to create really a supportive and inclusive work environment. In a country where life balance, like in Germany, is very, very important and close to the people's heart, where a high value is placed on trust, employees with high emotional intelligence can contribute to a positive organization. Climate, here comes the culture again to the topic, by promoting really an understanding, respect, and teamwork. This results in increasing efficiency, creativity, and overall performance within the organization. Is really key. So many companies, in my experience also, they run every year a big employee survey to find out really how they stand or how they can increase employee engagement. And usually afterwards, they are planning a lot of initiatives, around the company, but most of them are related really to an extrinsic motivation, like for example a bonus. Then you expect next year then a bigger bonus even, so it's really short term, I would say, or another dinner with the team, which keeps them away from family and friend when they already work for 60 to 80 hours. So instead of creating really this room for a self motivation for each and every employee, and with the competencies of EQ, organizations will better understand what motivates people long term, intrinsic, people to their job with joy at the end, which also leads to a better balance and optimal energy of everybody.
Wow. Thank you. And Anke, making it practical now, I know that you're working with a German large organization just currently now, using as well the vital signs. The vital signs is also an assessment by 6 seconds, also measuring the climate of an organization. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
The company came to me or reached out to me because they struggled with the overall performance of employees reaching their company goals or organizational goals. And also there was a high fluctuation. I think this is a big topic right now in Germany, also losing people very easily. So we worked on the executive level, starting on the top, of course, to create this overall understanding down to the individual contributor. But we started on the top with the executive level, and we used the vital signs assessment, the 360, and double checked the climate factors, which is also creating this culture long term, like motivation, teamwork, the execution, how people do their job, the change, how do they embrace change, and finally also the trust. The feedback of the participants, so the employees, the peers, and the bosses on top, maybe also have been different on the special topic of trust. So that was really a highlight for us. So we worked through all the feedbacks and the suggestions, and now we are in the middle of the process creating the next phase. So there are many ways we can help here as consultants, bringing the competencies into the company, being long-term more successful.
Very exciting. So curious to hear more how this is feedback at the end of that project. So out of your experience, Anke, what is a helpful question that organizations should ask themselves to understand better what their organization truly needs?
I think it's not only the organization, but I think every manager, people manager, can ask, for example, what do I know about my individual employees? Because we are all individuals and have preferred working styles. So taking the time to really look and know your people. This is my guide or my a suggestion. Another question could be when they are the most efficient in their work. Do my employees understand the goals and what's in for them? Why are we doing it? And do they feel valued? This is just a few of them. There are many more we can ask, and happy to consult in a conversation with companies.
Yeah, yeah. Great, great. The last question, Anke. We know that you are aware that the word emotional intelligence, considering the culture, is not always the most attractive topic for people, as they might feel uncomfortable considering your region. How would you explain emotional intelligence in your own word? EQ is what EQ is for business.
Yeah, I usually try to avoid the word emotional intelligence and more often talking about the competencies which are behind, So usually you would say emotional intelligence is the ability to connect your rational side, the data facts, with your emotional side. So what consequences have my decisions to other people, for example, and what do I feel? Connecting both sides to make optimal decisions in life and in work at work. But being very simple and clear about that, I would, not limit EQ to just being nice and being empathic, And Joshua Friedman, the CEO of 6 Seconds, was bringing it really to the point, and there is nothing else I can say here. So emotional intelligence is being smarter with feelings. And this is what we want to be at work also. We want to be smarter. So using the feelings to really connect with the people. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Anke, for this really valuable, interesting insight you gave us in this EQ talk here today. For everybody who's listening to the recording, please either contact us directly or look us up on our social media platforms, on EQBiz on LinkedIn, on Instagram, our website, EQBiz by 6 Seconds, or we're happy to hear from you. Thank you so much, Anke, and have a good day.
Thank you, Maria, for the opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.